I think the Photoshop new file screen is becoming way too complex. Years ago, file and new, it was easy. Now, when you come in, you get a whole load of things. Prompt to edit, image to video, ideate with boards. It says such a word as ideate, whatever it is. You can also select images, you can do various things. There's a lot of stuff. And further down is actually the set of files you've probably been working with. Right down the bottom, you've got featured, you've got all the various things. However, in this video, Firefly workspace. So Firefly workspace, it's a new feature. Let's just go to it and click there. In here, you've got magic restart, precision flow, edit with marker. I think again, a bit overly complicated. Create new canvas. Well, the one I want to go for is this Adobe Cloud Storage. Obviously, I've created a number of files, so let's just go with that. Click Adobe Storage. And then you get through finally to generation history. I think I probably could have got to that a bit earlier as well. But you've also got over here, your files shared with you, projects, frame my own generation history. The one I want is generation history. So let's just select one of those. And I'm going to select that one and click Add. Then we're into this. We're still not actually in Photoshop at this point. We're still in something called Firefly Workspace. And this, I probably could do a load of other things, but let's just go with this. Now, by default, it always seems to go to Gemini 3.1, which is slightly annoying. And I do not know why you can't set a preset so it just remembers the last one you used. Because the last one I used was this one. The one that I'd prefer, commercially safe. Why, oh why, are they going with models created by others? Baffling. But still, let's just go with Firefly 5. One also, it uses less credits. Maybe it's not the best, but at least it's trained on the Adobe stock images. Whereas, who knows the other ones? I'm not going to say anything. But you've got here, and you've got formats, you've got 2K, 1K. I'm just going to go with 2K. Still uses 10 credits. Why not just go with 2K as a default? Very odd. But still, it's got the original file here, created here, and now I can turn around and say what I want. Now it's got some stars on here, and I asked for it earlier to have some stars. But I want to add some more stars. So, woman. And it's got this reference, so hopefully it will generate an image where it looks sort of like the original. Woman, I put woman, that's what I want, woman, with more stars on her face. And one thing I always find with a lot of these AI models is that they never seem to be smiling. Is there something with images from AI that no one smiles? Are they always unhappy? It's very weird. They always look sort of thing. Or you've got eyes wide open. It's weird. So, and smiling. Quite nice. Have a smile. And smiling. Why not? And then generate. But you've got lots of other ones. Fill and all these things, which I think is quite nice if you want to fill various areas. Remove, expand. You know what? I very rarely use those. But I do like ones that produce some very quick artwork that I could use for numerous other things, while it's processing it, things like, a pattern design or parts of it for a brush stroke or just inspiration, which I can then work on. Now it's processing. I don't know how long it's going to take. And you notice you can also open in Firefly Web. I did that, and then it just seems to leave you in a place where you can obviously save the file to your cloud. But that's it. Doesn't take you back to Photoshop, which I thought was a bit weird. Thinking, well, I wanted Photoshop. I was just in Photoshop when I started the process. Now it's still chugging away. And it finally might get there. Yes, download, open in Firefly Web, which I don't want to do. Open in Editor. Now that's slightly confusing. I mean, open in editor. Why not say open in Photoshop? Would be a bit more obvious, but still, let's just go with that. It sort of looks similar. It's got a few more stars on the face. And she's still not smiling. Is there an inability for smiling? I can only say that. And a gentle smile. Gentle smile is clearly different from a big smile. Open in editor. Let's just hope that is Photoshop. Yes, it is. There's nothing else involved in there. But it's just odd. You think, why not say Photoshop? Okay, so we've got the image now. It's a lot more fiddly, isn't it? File and new. Now, the file and new is still, but the actual initial new, when I say new, it's that new bit is just a bit, there's a lot of functionality in that. And weirdly, okay, got this, want to work with this now. And I can, of course, apply effects, filters, etc. to it. I can tweak it. Now, I quite like this, and I'm going to, if I zoom in, let's have a zoom in. I find one thing with AI, not great in terms of, this one looks nice though. 5 is better, I think, I used some 3 ones, Adobe Firefly 3, and they were really, if you zoomed in, were terrible, really. But this brushstroke, they look good. Also, another thing I noticed, it always seems to go for very dark, desaturated browns and blues and murky colours. Doesn't like colour. Doesn't like intense colour. I'm always thinking there's a pity that Photoshop doesn't add some options to say, look, just boost up the colours a bit. There probably is. I haven't seen it. But you can always do that. Vibrance, my favourite one. Just go for vibrance and just quickly boost it up. Maybe that's a bit too garish for some people. For me, I love it. I love lots of colour, bright colour. More bright colour, the better. And I think that would look great on a 1960s wall. Looks exactly like a 1960s one. I actually was watching a TV programme recently, and it had in the programme, it had all those lovely old paintings that you could see with this sort of very like South Sea images and things. They were just great. Remember having one of those in my house. So you've got that. And of course, you can always then go and use more generation if you want to. So file, and of course, you can then generate image. There it is. Edit and generate image. So generate image. And you can obviously describe things, and you've got Firefly there. But weirdly, you've got Firefly 3, image 3. And you've got partner. Now it defaults to a Firefly 5 in this one, but not in the other one. Baffling. Baffling. One thing that always slightly also baffles me with Photoshop in this version is that if you go to File and you see all the menu here, there appears to be no Go to Home command. You can, of course, go to Home over here, little Home, just here. There's just a Home option there, but no option here, unless it's somewhere else. Please put in the comments below if you know a way of going to Home without going to that little icon just in the corner. The reason being, I want to go back with all the functionality that we've got. This new functionality, just click here and you can see you get this. Home, Learn, the workspaces, generation history. So let's just click generation history, and then you can see then these are the files I created. Now I created this earlier, upscaled, etc. Upscaled, it says there. And then you can see got these, obviously I created earlier, and it's got the entire history of all the ones that I've created in a variety of Firefly boards. Now, there is a boards feature here. So if you want to use this Firefly workspace, click there. And with this, let's just go down here to the feature. Where is it? Again, it's one of those things. There it is. Now, why doesn't it say Firefly boards? Wouldn't it be obvious? So this is the one you want. If you want to go to your Firefly artboard, so let's just click here and start with a workflow guide, create a new board, go to your Firefly now, try it on boards. Now I don't know if I can access my old boards. Why is that marked there? Anyway, create a new board. So just click there. Do I want to create a new board? No, I would like the old boards. Wouldn't that be better? That's what I wanted. They don't seem to offer that option, but that's still, and it does this weird thing like this. And I wonder if I go over here, open recent, aha. Open browse all. So let's just see. Yes, I can see all the previous Firefly ones. These ones are created in Adobe Firefly. So let's just now, so I've got all these ones. You can just see I've got quite a few too many. And what you can do, let's just double click. Firefly boards. It takes a few seconds to process. And we're into the Firefly. Now, I haven't got Adobe Firefly per se now, but it comes with the Photoshop and Lightroom. So then I can simply select one of these ones and you can see that I can download it. And I've got options here for edit and Firefly load, etc. And click here and I can open in Photoshop. So that file I can open in Photoshop. So let's just go with open in Photoshop and keeps you cloud is document is ready. And there it is. And this is the bit I want to show you. This is what I mean about the Firefly. This is Firefly probably 3. And you can see lots of imperfections. Now, if I created this in Firefly 5, perhaps it would have been better. I still quite like this. I'm not saying I don't like it, but it does need work. And I don't think Photoshop is the best place to do work on these personally. I've got other applications for that. My favourite, Painter. Painter or Rebel, because it's just great for creating sort of wonderful artwork designs. You can sort of paint with your art pad and brush and create some really lovely designs, and you can smear it and blend and recolour and tweak, apply oil to it and so on. You can spend a lot of time reworking it, because personally I think this, as great image as it is, visually it looks very nice, but if you zoom in it's got imperfections all over the place. I mean, you can apply filters, of course. You've got here now, I think a really good one with these, often these neural filters, there's a landscape feature and that creates some surreal designs combined with these images. So that's something that's worth checking out if you have created files using like this sort of thing, Firefly 3, and you look at it and go, you know what, that could do with a bit of rework. But then you can bring this in. I think that they've got to really aim at trying to simplify it, just make it more, the flow is not immediately obvious via this. There's lots and lots of functionality here, and it's a bit sort of like, start with this, create a new board, you think, oh, click on that. I just want to access this or that. Generation history is probably the best bet if you've got lots of files that you had previously, because you can see all these, but you've got to scroll through them. And there is a search, but no, it loses that. But then again, the names maybe are not easy to find. Obviously, it's got the prompt, but I mean, is the prompt anything matching what you think your files are called? I've got vibrant, swirling. I've got lots of the same names. And you can see all these files. And you can, of course, favourite them. I suppose that's the best way. Firefly workspaces, prompt, etc. It's confusing, but hopefully, after this, you can see that you can get through it. It's just not, I think, particularly straightforward to do in Photoshop now. They've really added a lot of great complexity, and I quite often see comments online, people say, oh, Photoshop, they don't add anything. Are they serious? They've added lots of stuff. It's a lot of great features, but it's very hard to work through it and try and really get to grips with some of these things. I think personally, just coming to them, and if you haven't used it for a couple of weeks, you have to go then back, try and remember exactly what all the various steps for each of these features. There's so many. Comments, thoughts, always great to hear from you. Bye.